Gotcha.
In red. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Elite Podcast episode featuring the male nominees for the Kevin Tigan, Sheppard, and Dean Heywood scholarships. I am Dr. Karen Cardy, tonight's, co-host, and with me is Stephen Panghadge. Hey, Pang.
What's up? What's up? Good evening, everybody.
All right, y'all. So we are board members of Choices Basketball Association that operates out of St. Croix and supports basketball playing youth in the Virgin Islands. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight and like to send a special thank you to all the people who support Choices Basketball Association by donating scholarships, doing things with our young people, and showing up for them continually. So thank you to you all. We will get started. I know we have some of our participants kind of popping in and out. We're trying to work out some technical difficulties here, but once everybody is in, we will get started with introductions. Looks like we have everybody. Can everybody hear me? Just give me a thumbs up. All right. Okay, so let's get going with some introductions. I will just call you all as I see you on my screen. So, Ray Coy, tell me who you are, where you're from, what school you go to, and then a sport you play, and what you want to do after high school.
All right. My name is Roy Watson. I'm 17 years old from St. Croix. I attend the St. Croix Educational Complex High School. And after high school, I'm planning to attend Tuskegee University to study mechanical engineering. And the sports I played volleyball and basketball throughout my 4 years of high school.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome. Kimani. You can unmute, Kimani.
I don't think you could hear me. You could hear us, Kimani?
Oh, maybe not. All right, let's jump to Josiah. Oh, wait. Can you turn off the camera instead of unmuting?
I think that's yeah. So let's go to the.
Okay, wait. Oh, having issues as well. All right, Aiden, you're next on my screen. Oh, you still muted.
Unmute yourself down to the bottom.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, so tell us who you are. So name, school, plans for after school, and then what sport you play. What is happening to all our folks? Yeah, we did a test run and everything was super fine.
Mm.
Hello?
Okay. Yes, can you hear us?
Yeah, kick me off. But can you repeat what we have to respond to, please?
Okay, so give us your full name, the school you attend, what you plan to do after school, and what sport you play.
My name is Ada Rojas. I attend St. Croix Central High School. I play basketball, volleyball, and beach volleyball, and I plan to attend Tuskegee for architecture.
Awesome. So you and Ricoy going to the same school. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Jaden, you're next on my screen.
All right. My name is Jaden Shallery. I attend the St. Croix Educational Complex High School, and my plans after high school, I'm going to South Carolina State University, and I'm pursuing accounting.
Okay. What sport do you currently play?
And I currently play basketball and volleyball throughout my 4 years of high school.
Quick question while I there, my mind, Jaden. What your parents' name?
Siobhan Rose and Curtis Shallery, Senior.
Curtis Shallery. Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up with your father.
Oh.
Your father grew up in Larian Village, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with your father.
Oh, okay. That's a nice
Small
and
world.
connected. Small world, yeah.
You know, you remember Trevor, Joycelyn, Karen?
Yeah, that's my auntie.
That's his
Oh.
people. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We all grew up in Larian Village.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Small world.
Yeah, both of us grew up in Larian Village.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
half Karen's childhood life, but all of my childhood life, I grew up in Larian.
Right, half. Definitely half of me. Okay, Josiah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so let's go with you. Name, school, thing, your plans for after school, and then the sports that you play.
Okay. My name is Josiah Victor. I go to St. Clair Educational Complex. I play basketball and volleyball. And my plans after high school is to go to Benedict College to major in sports management.
Okay, good stuff. And then Jakim, you're next.
Wait, sorry, repeat the questions again.
All right, so your name, the school you currently attend, what you plan to do after you graduate, and then what sports you play.
My name is Jackim Byron. I attend St. Croix Central High School. After high school, I plan to attend UTI to study HVAC, and I only play basketball throughout my years at high school.
Okay, good stuff. And then Kamani.
My name is Kimani Ganesh. I attend St. Grace Central High School. After high school, oh no, yeah, after high school, I plan to attend Tuskegee University to study architecture, and the sports I play was basketball, volleyball, and beach volleyball.
Okay, so 3 going to Tuskegee. That's kind of cool that you guys have it figured out already. All right, so Pang, let's ask them about the scholarship stuff and the namesakes.
So this number 3 question, right? Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay, so you were each nominated for the Kevin Tigan Sheppard Scholarship and Dean Mac Heywood Scholarship. Do you know who these individuals were? If so, tell us what you know about each of them.
Yeah, and anybody can go, just unmute and go for it.
Okay, so for Kevin Tigan Sheppard, he's a coach from the Virgin Islands. He currently coaches at the UVA College in St. Thomas. He attended Jacksonville College in Florida. He played for the Virgin Islands national team. For Dean Heywood, he was my Woodson teacher, and he currently still teaches at Woodson, if I'm not mistaken. He was also a teacher at the Singer, not teacher, maybe teacher, but coach at the Singer Educational Complex. So was Kevin Teagan and Sheppard. They had coach alongside each other. But yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that, Jaden. Definitely 2 really big, important people in the basketball community in St. Croix, in the Virgin Islands, but specifically in St. Croix. I've had the pleasure of being besties with Tigan for quite a while. And what's really, really interesting, at least for me, is that I call him Mr. Heywood because he was my teacher back in 5th, 6th grade. He was my gym teacher back in St. Patrick's School back in the 90s. So he's been an educator for quite a while, and he's had at least 2 or 3 generations of students who, maybe even more, come through his educational tutelage. So good to know that we are able to honor these 2 living legends with scholarships in their name. But yeah, really excited about the things that they've done for basketball in the territory and the way that they're continuing their legacy by having these scholarships. So, super excited to be here, to get to know you all, to award somebody, 2 of you, the scholarships based in their name. So really, really excited. All right, so we're going to jump right into just, some questions about you so we can get to know you, so the people watching can get to know you as well. I want everybody to tell me their favorite and least favorite subject in school. And we're just going to go kind of around the room. And then why. So what's your favorite and why? What's your least favorite and why? Let's start with Aiden.
My favorite subject is business, any business class.
Okay.
Because I just feel like we could use it in anything in life.
Okay.
It's so diversifiable that we could just say, I want to take a business class, and then we could use it in different parts of our lives. And then my worst class, the class I hate the most, is biology. I hate biology. That's the hardest thing I ever went through in life, biology class.
Okay, thank you. Jakim?
My favorite subject in school will be math, just because I like to count.
Okay.
My least favorite subject is history.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
Okay. And
Do
sometimes
Do they still do VI history in school?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good class to pay attention to because coming through, we'll know who we are, especially those of you going to the States to study. We'll have a really good handle on our history. So, hopefully you've paid attention in that class. Rikoy, favorite and least favorite classes and why?
For my favorite, I would have to agree with Jakim. I say math because like I enjoy the satisfaction of like being able to go through the whole process of solving like the equations and stuff and getting the right answer. I feel like that's a nice little thrill for me. And for my least favorite subject, I'll also have to agree with Aiden and say biology because I don't know, throughout school, like even for elementary, biology has always been like one of my least successful subjects, and for some reason I just can't understand it. Like me and biology just never meshed, so that'll have to be my least favorite.
Okay. And being an engineer, you need math more than you need biology, so that works.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, Jaden.
So my favorite subject that I took, I would say, is probably like financial literacy.
Okay.
That's in a math department. It's something that I feel we all need as people. Like a lot of people don't know how to manage money and manage their credit, as credit is a new thing, and going to
Right.
college and whatnot, dealing with student loans, all those different stuff. You want to learn about stuff like that. And my least favorite, I'd probably say probably English. To me, certain stuff in English just don't make sense. It's really pointless sometimes. I know like proper grammar and stuff like that, but I don't care for English. It's kind of just dumb. But
Okay.
yeah.
Good to know, but it will be important as you progress through your academic career. So you gotta hang on to it. Kimani?
Keep up with that financial literacy because you definitely gonna need it in college. They're gonna be throwing credit cards and everything your way. You're gonna be getting approved for everything, and you could lose yourself with them thing even before you get started. I know that's how I mess up, So you're ahead of the curve.
Right. Kimani?
My favorite subject is history, like any type of history, because
Okay.
I like learning about like stuff that happened in the past.
hmm
And my least favorite gotta be Spanish.
Okay. That's fair. Definitely
Yeah,
beneficial to learn, but understandable.
yeah.
Okay, and Josiah, you didn't go yet, right?
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite subject would be like any type of science, cause like I'm just interested in like nature and stuff like that. And my least favorite subject would be like any type of history.
Okay. Good stuff. Good to know. Okay, wait. So I have to. Oh, go ahead, Pan. Go ahead.
I could see it in his face already. I shouldn't even have to ask this question, but just say, who's your father?
Skinny man.
Skinny man. It's like watching Skinny Man on the camera. It's like
Oh no, pause. That's literally the same thing I was gonna ask because again, you could see it,
you
right?
could
And
just see it in his face. I don't even think I got asked who his father be. Said,
that
"Jeez, bread.
you
This
literally
is
took the
just like
words
your
up.
father said."
Oh gosh, but yeah. So just like your uncle and I are best friends. We grew up together. Coffee. I went to school, so ask about me. But no, good to know that you all, are doing good in school, have your favorite subjects and the things that hopefully you work hard on. Okay, Pam, back to you.
All right. When did you start playing basketball, and what or who inspired you or encouraged you to play basketball? We're gonna start with you, Josiah.
I started playing basketball in ninth grade, and who inspired me, I could say, is like my uncle, because back then he used to like I used to hear about him and hear about like what he did and how he played overseas, and he was never really around a lot. But I used to hear that he was bad at ball, so he kind of inspired me to want to be like he.
Nice.
I'm a good person to be inspired by.
Yeah, let's go with Jaden next.
So I kind of had like a weird basketball start. It was just my brother. He was playing basketball with BYG. That was Alaba team back in the day, and somebody had just happened to get injured, and I had just thrown a jersey and started playing. So I had started at the age as it would be 6. So I didn't really have like a direct inspiration where I just like start playing. But like somebody I look up to a lot, I would say is like Stephen Curry. He's like a role model I follow.
Awesome.
Clean cut.
All right, Kamani.
I started playing basketball at like 5 years old. And it was well, I started playing. I really didn't like basketball. I used to play soccer, but my father had a basketball team. Well, has a basketball team alliance, and I used to just go in the gym in my soccer clothes and run around, and I had to do the clock and stuff. But who inspired me to play with my brother, Jalen? Cause I don't know, he just teach me basketball. We used to play on the back porch with a tennis ball on top of the lines, and we used to get coached for breaking the lines. But he inspired me to play.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it is.
How,
Aiden.
how is your before you go? How is your brother doing?
He's good. He's right now at a JUCO in Massachusetts, Springfield.
I love his game. Love his game.
Awesome. All right, Aiden.
How did I start playing basketball? Well, I started off in like middle school, about to go to high school. I used to ride the bench like every game, ride the bench. And then I went to a game once. Imani's father snapped up, then we come to ball on. Went to sell, don't come back. Basically, you make the team. I was like, yeah, done with basketball. Then I just started working out with somebody named Biggs, and he inspired me. He worked with me every single day. And then my ninth grade year, that's when I really started playing, and I ended up making alliance and becoming a starter.
Awesome. Congratulations. Jakim.
I started playing basketball when I was in third grade, and my inspiration was my godfather, Mr.
Oh no. I think we might have lost him. We'll get back to him. Ray Coy, how'd you get your start?
I started playing basketball, I would say around the age of 7. And I started playing because the TV randomly turned on to a Stephen Curry game, and this is like 2015, 2016, where he had like his big MVP run and stuff. And that kind of just like inspired me to want to play basketball and be like him. Because in my family, my uncles, my father, and my grandfather all played baseball. And my father and my uncle went to college for baseball, so baseball was always instilled in me. But I just was like the odd one out and played basketball. So that's what inspired me.
Okay, and then Jakim, you got cut off, but you're back.
Yeah.
Okay, so just say the whole thing again.
Oh, I started playing basketball when I was in third grade, and my inspiration was my godfather, Mr. Buck.
Okay, cool. So I know one thing we didn't get from everybody when we started. So I want to know heights and positions that y'all are playing for basketball, or yeah, for basketball, since it's a mostly basketball conversation. So, Raycoy, height and position.
I'm around 6'1", and the position I play, I usually play like the point guard, shooting guard, like mostly guard. More recently, I've been playing more shooting guard, but I have experience in both positions throughout my journey.
Okay. Josiah?
Um, I am 5'7.5", and I play guard.
Okay. Aiden?
I'm like 6'2", around there, and I play forward.
Okay. Jaden?
I would say I'm like a 6', 6'1" guard, and I play 6', 6'1" guard.
Cool. Jakim?
My height is 6'2", and I play any position really and truly.
Okay. And then Kamani?
I'm 6'1", and well, in the Virgin Islands, I play any position.
Okay. What's your most natural one?
I would say probably shooting guard, point guard, small forward, around that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, good to know. It's always good to know heights and positions.
He's a block shot. He's a block shot specialist. Any game I ever watch where he play rebound and block shot, I always see him on some timely trees.
Love it. All right, so kind of switching gears to the academic side of things. As students and as athletes, how do you all kind of balance and prioritize both sides of the student athlete title? Like, how do you prioritize your academic and your athletic responsibilities. Let's start with Ray Coy.
I balance my academic and my athletic time by just allocating time for each thing. So usually I have the opportunity to know like when my practices are good, like day or two beforehand. So when I know that, I could know like my practice is this time. So now I have to allocate time for homework and whatever else at this time. And I feel like the time management has helped me a lot because I have a very rigorous academic schedule. So being able to know when I'm doing what has helped me to be able to just stay consistent with my academics as well as my athletics.
Good,
What's
good to
up?
hear. Aiden.
I'm gonna be fully transparent. This senior year has been
Oh,
hard, but time management I think is the biggest thing that I could say helped me. Being able to know, like Rakoy said, when my practice is, I gotta get my homework done before practice, especially with AP assignments, honors classes. The assignments be very hard, so I make sure that I get done before practice, so that after practice I can just go sleep and do it all over the next day.
Okay, and how many AP taking?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, how many AP classes are you taking?
For my senior year I took 2, and my 11th grade year I took 1.
Okay, cool. Good to see Telbert's watching. Hey, shout out to West Girl, Alrika, everybody who watching. Thank you for tuning in. Jaden, how are you balancing your academics and your athletics?
So for me, what I would do, like what Rico was saying, once you have like a set schedule, knowing like what time practices is and whatnot. For us, at least for complex, our practices were a little later in the day because the girls would practice before us. So just being able to get home, do my work, whatever I had to do, and then head back to practice and just prioritizing was the main thing. You have to prioritize and don't put things behind. Just get them done and get them out of the way. And then still with that, I had to like balance work too. So you just have to put it all together.
Absolutely. Jakim, how we doing balancing academics and athletics?
Well, to be honest, most of my academic work would be after practice
Okay.
because most of the assignments that I have would be due like at 11:59 in the night, so I would have time after practice to finish.
Okay. Cool. Kamani, how we doing balancing everything?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big procrastinator. Well, was. I used
Okay.
to procrastinate a lot, and I would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it done in couple hours," and then a couple hours come, I'd be like, "I'll get done a couple more hours." But this year I've learned to start doing my homework in class. So I started in class and finish it when I go home. So it been easier for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the big things. Time management, as some of you mentioned, is really big in college. So you'll have to kind of make sure you're on top of all the things. Um, did I get everybody? Did I miss anybody? I got everybody, right? I think I got everybody. Cool. All right. So I know we talked through what you all want to study in college again, but let's, for the people who are just tuning in, let's go through that. What you plan to do after graduation and your majors. So let's start from Josiah.
Could you repeat the question? My audio.
So yeah, I know we talked about it already, but we just had some people join. So what do you plan to do after college and what you're gonna major in?
Um, After college,
I mean, sorry, after high
after high
school.
school,
Sorry,
man.
after high
Yeah.
school. Yeah, sorry.
After high school, I committed to Benedict College, so what I'm majoring in there is sports management.
Okay, awesome. Kimani.
After high school, I'm going to Tuskegee University. I'm majoring in architecture. I'm minoring in project management.
Okay, Jaden.
I'll be attending South Carolina State University and I want to major in accounting.
Awesome, Aiden.
After high school, I'm attending Tuskegee University, and I'm majoring in architecture, minoring in business marketing.
Awesome, Jakim.
After high school, I plan to attend the Universal Technical Institute in Orlando to study HVAC.
Nice. And then Rikoy.
After high school, I'll be attending Tuskegee University to major in mechanical engineering.
Awesome. And Jaden, so I used to work at South Carolina State, so have a whole lot of connections there. I'll have Carrie Ann connect us so that, we could connect and talk about things there. But I really want to see all of you all succeed. So make sure you guys work hard, do the things you're supposed to do, follow all the rules, because we're rooting for you all, wherever we are. But the people from home are really, really, really excited about our students going away, doing well, especially if they play sports. But even if they don't, we just want to see you all do well and grow into the awesome people that we know you're going to be. All right, Pang. Let's do
11.
Yeah.
As a student athlete, what are your short-term goals and long-term goals? And if you have any backup plan, if none of those goals go well for you. Let's start with Aiden. Oh, is Aiden the one with the screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Aiden.
Hi, my short-term goals are to play sports as long as I can and try to make it as far as I can because I love the sports that I play. And my long-term goals are to make an impact, leave a legacy, and travel the world.
Oh, you started to get a little choppy there, so I only heard the short-term goal. I didn't hear the long-term.
My long-term goals would be to leave an impact, leave a legacy, and travel the world for the sports I love.
Okay. It's a good one.
Jaden?
My current short-term goals, they're somewhat short, but would be like completing college and then getting my degree. And then with that, I will get my CPA. And then my long-term goal would just probably be setting up some businesses and just building wealth would be my long-term goal in the future.
Are you planning to further your athletic career?
I do plan to further my athletic career, whether that's playing collegiately or even not so much the playing part, but just giving back and like coaching or training and stuff like that.
That's what's up. A lot of people ain't built for coaching and on, so that's a really good fact that you want to do that at this age. You built for it.
Right.
Record.
My short-term goals will just be like Jaden said, to finish college and to continue playing my sports, even if not at a collegiate level, but just being consistent with the sports I love, because that's what helped got me through all these years. So I feel like that could help get me through my college years as well. And for my long-term goals, just to, like I said, become a mechanical engineer, be financially stable, and just give back in the sports I love, whether that's just being around the sports or trying to encourage people to just continue the journey of playing sports.
I like all the give back comments.
Right. Yeah, I love it.
Jackin.
My short-term goals would be, of course, to get certified and graduate from the trade school. And my long-term goals would be eventually becoming good enough to start my own business.
Good goals.
I can't see everybody's name on my screen, but
I guess Kimani's left, and I think Josiah as well. So Kimani, go ahead.
My short-term goals is to first continue playing beach volleyball for the national team and completing college. And my long-term goals is to be like a trainer for the younger kids, like in the Virgin Islands, give them some skills and possibly competing in on the world stage like the Olympics for beach volleyball.
Okay, big goals. I like those. And then Josiah.
My short-term goals would just be to just graduate from college, get my major, and play volleyball throughout my college years. And my long-term goals would just be to make it as far in volleyball as I possibly can, which would be like professional or just being somebody who manages like big teams or tournaments and stuff like that.
Okay.
I have a
Good
question.
stuff.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I could add on to my thing. I think I
Oh.
answered the question wrong.
Okay. Go
For
ahead.
short-term goals, I do want to graduate college. Yes, I want to graduate college. Kimani is actually my beach volleyball partner. We play
Ooh.
so I would like to continue playing beach volleyball with him and see how far as we could go. And if my long-term goals, I want to become a self-contracted architect, and I want to
Okay.
come back and build gyms for the USVI.
Ooh, love that because we need a whole bunch. So
Yeah.
good stuff. Good.
Start for Central.
Very good goals, guys. All right, so jumping back into some academic stuff, how do you all deal with the stress that comes along with being in school and being an athlete and having to play games, traveling a little bit, managing your schoolwork? How do you deal with the stress and headache that comes with all the things you have to do as a student athlete? Ray Coy.
To be fully transparent, I'm just gonna say that really wasn't easy because in complex, I'm a part of the magnet program, so that's a bunch of honors courses, AP courses, dual enrollment courses. So, like I mentioned earlier, I have a very rigorous academic schedule. So, just dealing with that alone, even outside of sports, is definitely hard. But like I said, the time management and stuff has helped me deal with it. And just sitting down and like thinking about what all I have to do and like to think of my long-term goal, which is just to become a mechanical engineer, has just motivated me to keep on pushing through despite any challenges that I might have faced throughout my high school years.
Awesome. Jakim, how do you deal with all the stress related to being a student athlete?
I would say more like communicating with my teachers and coaches, so it
Okay.
could kind of be like easier for me when it comes to doing schoolwork and managing traveling for sports and practices and stuff like that.
Absolutely. So, guys, I used to serve as the athletic director at UVI. Most recently, I am currently a professor. Please talk to your professors when you're traveling for sports or if you have anything going on when you get to college. It makes a really big difference in how they deal with you in the classroom, the leeway that they'll be willing to give you for assignments and stuff like that. Like it really, really helps when you have that open communication. So very, very good way to handle it, Jackim. Aiden.
Like Rokoy said, his 12th grade year was very hard. I keep on track of everything. My academic life is just as crazy as my sports life because I'm a part of like NHS, NHS, all those clubs, members of them, officers. So it was very hard to understand my village. My mom always did on top of my back to make me do what I have to do, and then myself taking the initiative to talk to my teachers, communicate with them, activities, and just making sure that I don't fail in life because that's the thing I don't want to do. So making sure that I get to my goal of becoming a self-contracted architect. And yeah.
Okay, thank you, Jaden.
Quick thing, Aiden, I think you probably need, if you're using a laptop, probably put something underneath it because your mic cutting out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but yeah.
No, it's not you.
okay.
I'm glad Kerry Ann heard him because he started off good, but then it went out. It started getting choppy at the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
you want me to again?
Oh no, Kerry Ann heard you, so I wouldn't want you to repeat all of that again.
Okay.
Or well, if everybody didn't hear,
Yeah, let me say that. Let me say
yeah,
that.
say it again for everybody.
Okay. Like I said, just again, 12th grade was very hard. My academic life is just as hard as my sports life. I'm part of clubs like NHS and NEHS and Rotary Club, and I'm officers to these clubs. So being able to talk to them, communication, and then my village, my mom, she always stayed on my back. But I also took the initiative to communicate and make sure I got what I had to get done because I didn't want to fail. I don't want to fail in life, and I want to become a self-contracted architect. So I just made sure I got what I had to get done.
Good. And keeping your village around you definitely helps.
Absolutely.
All right, Jaden.
So for this year, I could say the stress, it was a little more stress-free for me. In the beginning of the school year, I did have like an honors class or two. So managing that with like volleyball, I would just make sure I get my work done early beforehand. And to me, I feel like listening to music helps like release my stress, just calm me down and relax. And then like for the second semester, I had like internships, so I had to handle the government's work and handle my personal work. So just being able to balance and prioritize was a main thing for me, so I could keep my stress like to a minimum.
Okay, where did you do your internship?
So I had the privilege of doing my internship at the Department of Finance. I did it for about a good 2 months, and I'll be going back for the summer to intern there.
Nice,
That's
congratulations.
what's up.
Yeah, Kimani.
Yeah, so I didn't really have much stress. Basically, mainly because like most of my teachers know I play sports, so like they was understanding, and while it was sports season, they understood like they gave me extra time to do certain stuff like when we go on trips. So and like I had internships and stuff, so like it wasn't really that much work. I didn't have that much classes.
Okay, where did you do your internships?
Design district architects.
Okay, nice.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and Josiah, any struggles? How did you manage the stress of being a student athlete?
Like Imani said, I also didn't really have that much stress,
Okay.
and just whenever I would have like a trip to go play sports, I would let my teachers know and stuff like that. And I also had an internship as well, so I had to manage that. But I didn't really have a lot of stress going through the years.
Okay, where was your internship?
I was interning as assistant like at Williams Chiropractic.
Oh, okay, nice, 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 nice. Anybody else that didn't mention an internship had an internship this year? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question?
Did anybody else have any internships this year that didn't mention it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, who did? Who said yeah? Whoever mentioned it.
We both had one.
Okay, so who was the first? I didn't see who said the first thing.
I think
That was
Jack-
you, Jack. Him?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you intern?
My internship was actually at Kimani Grandfather AC Company.
Oh, nice. Good stuff. And then Aiden, where'd you do yours?
I did mine at DPM&M because I like fashion and I have a clothing brand, so I decided to just go there because I didn't know what I wanted to do yet.
Okay. And you were able to figure things out while you were there or as time passed?
Yeah, I realized like fashion is very coded into architecture, believe it or not. So I decided to do architecture.
Okay, how did you make the correlation? How was it for you? What was the relation there?
Okay, it's gonna sound crazy and odd, but I realized like I like designing. So I was like, what's a job that could make a lot of money while designing and staying creative? And I decided to pick architecture.
I like it.
Like I can give back to the community and also do what I want to do with architecture.
Okay, good stuff. All right, Pang, let's go with 12.
Tell us what it's like playing with your two teammates and playing against your three fellow nominees that played on the other side, and just give us your personal description of each players up on the panel today.
Wait, I think I froze. Did you get the question out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I froze for a second there. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You need me to repeat it?
No, I heard. Did everybody hear the question? Everybody good? Okay, yeah. So just
Let me start with you, Ricoy, and let me know if you need me to repeat it.
No, I understand the question. So I'm gonna start off with the two people that attend the same school as me in this interview. So first, I'm gonna start with Jaden. Well, for both of my teammates, I actually play both basketball and volleyball with them, so I have a pretty good grasp of like how they help me, how like yeah. So for Jaden, he's a very vocal person compared to Josiah. He's like the opposite. He's more quiet. So for Jaden, he's very outspoken, and he helps like motivate me when I'm not doing my best. And I like how he's very like motivational to our other teammates as well, because when they're not doing their best, he always pushes them to do their best. And I like that about him. And Josiah, like I said, he's quiet, but me and him are actually close. So he doesn't do it as vocally as Jaden, but he does it more privately with me. And I also appreciate him for that. And for the three people in the call that I'm not on the same school with, Aiden, and Monty actually play for the same team. But as opponents, I really like playing against the three of them because specifically Kimani and Jakim, when I play volleyball against Kimani and I play basketball against Jakim, they're very competitive. Like they don't get in your face, they're gonna talk to you, like they're gonna make sure like you know that they're on the next side. So I like that about them. And Aiden, he's not really like that, but he is also very competitive as well. And going against him, obviously, they're all very skilled athletes, and I'm very grateful to have played against all of them.
You could talk a little trash to at the enemies too, you know. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I had to do a little thing, a little thing.
Love it.
Let's go, Josiah.
So as for Jaden and Rikoi, like Rikoi said, we were close. So, even though like he does it like around like in public and privately, and it's the same thing with Jaden. He is always motivating me, even if I'm making a lot of mistakes, and even in practice and stuff. When I make a lot of mistakes, he's always like uplifting me and stuff like that. And as for the three that I don't go to school with, I play against Kimani and Aiden for volleyball. For basketball, I didn't really play a lot. I was more so like on the bench. But for volleyball, I could say playing against Kimani was fun because like Ricoy said, he's always talking, making sure he's there. And playing against Aiden is like also fun because it's just always like in volleyball, it's always hard to move around his block because he's a good blocker and stuff like that.
Good. Jakim.
I would say for the other two individuals in the call that's on my school basketball team, it's kind of easy for me to play basketball with them because we have a good relationship off the court as well. So, like, if something bad happened on the court, instead of waiting for a coach to say, we'll huddle up on the court and figure it out before all of that stuff happens. I'm playing sports against the guys in the call that's not on my team. This year, I enjoyed it because the games are way more competitive. And, like they said, they all talk, so like you would know they're there and stuff like that.
Good. Aiden.
Playing with the people that's on my team, I feel like we all have a good connection off the court, especially me and Kimani. That's like my brother. And with Dimari or Jakim, it's like he's my next brother. Like we just all cool. Like we don't have no back and forth. If somebody make a mistake, we just huddle up, tell them next good try, keep it going. And then against the three that's not on my team, it was fun. Like Dimari said, it was more competitive. I'm not so much the type to talk. I just be there, just do my little thing. The boy, he's like me kind of. Don't really talk, but like I would talk to him, but I just know him. And like me and him like go back and forth. Jaden, he's more so the talker. So I just like laugh, and just yeah. And then Joey, that's my dog. So it just be fun competing against him.
That's what's up.
Nice.
Kimani.
Playing with the two on my team, kind of really easy because they're really good players, and you don't really have to do too much. Some teams you have players that like you really got play their position on yours, but with these you really like they could grab rebounds, they could do what they have to do. And with those on the opposite team, I enjoy playing against them because like it was more competitive, like everyone said. Because like not no shade being thrown, but for the last couple of years they couldn't really beat us. It was a lot of blow games.
I was going to point that out when Jakim made the comment about this year they're more competitive, which was a shot that last year, right? Was it? I was going to make a comment about that, But I said let me keep the peace between I.
And like Jaden and me as a player, I love to talk a lot of trash in all sports. So Then I guess Jaden, he's the type to like talk back to me. Record don't really say much, but like he will let his game speak. And Joey don't say anything at all. But I really enjoy playing against him.
Good stuff.
All right, so I think we got everybody on that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
Well, no,
No.
I didn't.
Okay, I know.
Okay, sorry.
No, you good. So for the players on my team, I had a privilege of playing with Rikoi for a while now, like from the 6 to 9 age group. So I already know from Rikoi, he's a more quiet guy, but you could always talk to him. Like me and him have a very good relationship. We'd always uplift each other, talk to each other on and off the court. Don't mind them. I had to butt heads with them sometimes, cause if you ain't gonna be on your back, then nobody else gonna do it, right?
Right.
So that's the relationship I have with all of these guys, to be honest. Josiah, he's more of a quiet guy, but me and him always make jokes together and laugh a lot. But he's a really good player. Both of them are, both in volleyball and basketball. And for the other three guys that I don't play with in high school, we do play outside league together and whatnot, with specifically Aiden and Mani, but they're really two good players. They didn't make the game easy for Alliance, at least. And they don't have to do much, to be honest, like they were saying. And I have played against Jakim. He's always like the person I don't want guarding me. Like he's just a really really good defender. But I had to talk trash to Jakim a lot. He liked to talk. I like to talk, so we to go at it. But even if like I hit a tree in Kimani face, he would like laugh at me and like high five me and stuff like that. But we always like talk trash to each other and stuff like that. But it's a really good relationship with these guys. Love to play against them. I play with them.
That's
That's
awesome.
good.
So
I got a quick question. I don't stay too far. Like in this day and age, I see this a lot in kids. Anyone know how to rap? It seems like everybody to rap nowadays. How to rap? None know how to rap?
No.
That's him.
That's good. It seems like every kid I come across lately, everybody want to be a rapper.
no, wait, did somebody just say Jakim the rap? Is that what I heard? No, yeah.
I say that.
Yeah.
Does he really?
He not a full time rapper, but like he get like at least like couple songs out there.
So, question: it was it your music I heard the year before Jackim in when I was here in Jacksonville?
No.
I think you did play something for me.
I play song, but it wasn't mine. No.
Oh, okay.
That would have been fun. Other question that stemmed from this previous question that Pang asked, not the rapping one, the one before. When you guys play in the outside leagues together but go to different schools, does that help you play, or does it help you in season when you're on the different teams, and do you know their game? Can you get in their head because you've played with them on the outside leagues? Any of y'all who play against each other and then play together outside?
Most definitely.
For me personally, like if I could go through each individual, so for Aiden, I could say it's very easy because, well, for basketball, he just does like his thing, like he doesn't really do too much. So knowing the position he plays on Alliance is a very similar position to what he plays for Central. So playing on the same team as him, that helped me like understand what his weaknesses is, what his strengths are, and yeah. So for Kimani, for me, it's a little harder with him and Dimari. Well, Jakim specifically, it's a little harder. I never really play on the same team as Jakim, but playing against him all the time and being on the same team as him with practices and stuff helps me know like his strengths and weaknesses. But even that doesn't really help sometimes with him and Kimani.
Okay, anyone else want to answer that question?
Yeah, for me, or you want to go? Yeah.
No, I just need another question.
You muted.
You muted, Karen. You muted.
Sorry. Does playing together in the outside leagues help you when it comes to playing in the school league?
Well, actually, me and none of these guys will play on the same team outside of school. Besides when we travel, of course. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, it wouldn't be.
Okay, so Jaden.
For me, I'd say playing with some of them. I know, like where Corey was saying, Aiden, he have like more of a simpler game. He might hit a little mid range there. I run a little pick and roll, so you know how to play against him. and you know like his spots, so you know where he'll be. So maybe if like the defense transition and you know like, oh, Aiden gonna be in a low spot. For Monty, he's a more aggressive player. He's more active on the boards. He have his pull up jump shot. So for me at least, I know where he gonna play. I know he might hit a little corner tree, stuff like that, and then how he gonna play me on defense. He like to hand check a lot, like on a drive and stuff like that. So I know that from playing him in practice and games and stuff like that. So that's different things I've picked up.
Okay, good. Um, all right, so I think Aiden mentioned it, or maybe no, it was Rakoy talking about strengths and weaknesses, especially playing outside. Would you say are your biggest strengths and weaknesses as an athlete? Let's start with Jackin.
My biggest strength while playing basketball would probably be defense or passing the ball. But my biggest weakness for sure is shooting. I don't like to shoot the ball at all.
You don't like to shoot or you can't shoot? Which one?
I can't shoot. I don't like to shoot none of that.
Okay, Rakoy.
We have a question. When you say strengths and weaknesses, do you mean like athletically or just like in general in sports?
So basketball related, or as an athlete in general.
Okay, so basketball related, I would say my biggest strengths is shooting because like mostly from like middle school up to high school, I've been more of like a spot up shooter. I could put a ball on the floor sometimes, but my position has always more been being a spot up shooter. And my biggest weakness has probably been, I would say maybe finishing around the rim because like when I was more in elementary and middle school, I was always smaller than everybody else. So being around the rim wasn't really something I was used to. And I had a little growth spurt in like high school, whatever. So that became like a little more part of my game, but it still hasn't been my biggest part of my game because it's not something that I've been used to compared to shooting.
Awesome, thank you. Rashawn Burke mentions that you all are a well-rounded group of student athletes. I agree. I love that y'all are academically inclined and are doing well in sports. So absolutely love it. Aiden, what we got? Strengths and weaknesses.
My strengths on the basketball court are just my communication, being able to communicate, but at the same time, I don't really do too much like everybody has been saying. I just kind of just like I just do me, if that makes sense. Like I just have this sense of like I don't know. I also like my game like around the rim, grabbing rebounds and stuff. I'm like a like I just learn how to just pop up. I don't know. And then my weaknesses on the basketball court would be my mental, like overthinking, overthinking passes, overthinking my game, overthinking what to do. I would say that's my biggest weakness.
Gotcha. Jaden.
My strengths would be running the floor and whatnot, and like getting to the paint, like box touches and stuff. And my weaknesses would probably be like innocence. Sometimes may overthink a player or two. Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Kamani.
My strengths would be running the fast break, defense, and I'll say playmaking. And my weaknesses, uh, probably be dribbling. Like I had to adjust into a guard.
Okay. Skills that you can definitely grow.
Yeah.
Josiah? Oh, go ahead, Pam. Go ahead.
No. I'll say this at the end.
Okay, Josiah.
So my strengths will be shooting. I could shoot, and I could jump really high, so that kind of makes up for like my height. And my weaknesses will be just dribbling, putting the ball on the floor, finishing, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay, Pang, you were gonna say something.
Josiah just answer one of my personal question to him when he take a jump very high because that's all most of his uncle them, especially Coffee, used to know how to do. That man could jump out the gym. But I was just a little pointer as I go forward. Like the higher in if I'm planning to continue your athletic career, that the higher you get in your career, I would say the more your role gonna start to thin out. Because to be honest, a lot of us, if you're like highly recruited, we're gonna probably be on a team where we're gonna turn from being a star to a role player. So just be a star in your role, and that keep you on the court, number one, where you could get your minutes and you could continue working on your game, and that's really it. Just be a star in your role, and that gonna help you go a long way, And defense. If you could play defense, a coach will always keep you on the court. If you could guard the best player on the other team, you would definitely earn some minutes on the court. As long as that best player is on the court, you will be on the court if you stay out of foul trouble. So those two things: be a star in your role and work on your defense. Work on your offense too, but defense will definitely keep you on the court.
Awesome. And Pang, I know we didn't mention this, but Pang played basketball on several different levels across a whole bunch of years, so he knows what he's talking about. All right, so next question would be, all right, so we all know which schools you go to. Let's tell the people who your coaches are, your head coach and your assistant coaches you want to mention, and what impact they had on your life. So let's start with Aiden. Who are you currently playing for, and what impact have they had on your life as a student, as an athlete, just in general?
For basketball, my head coach is Zoro, and my assistant coach is Mr. Bell. Off the court, Zoro is like a goofball. He's very funny. If you know Zoro, he liked to mess with me. I'm like a shelter, not shelter, but I just don't say too much. So he liked to get me to talk. He liked to get me to show my personality. On the court, it's kind of the same thing. He liked to test me. He liked to just make me show what I could do. He likes to push my buttons, like just make me show the best of what I could do. And Mr. Bell, he likes to say, play with heart. If you know Mr. Bell, he will push you. And it's not that he hits you, like he doesn't like you, but he likes to make sure that you show that you have heart and go to war. He said, put your face in the fan. So that's what he did tell me a lot. And then for volleyball, my coach is Chino, and he basically does the same thing. He would make me show my personality, make me come out my shell and just play the best that I can play.
Awesome. Definitely big up to Zoro and Bao. Zoro is actually, or was my neighbor when I, was at home. And then, Bao's been on the basketball scene forever. So big up to the two of them. All right, Jaden.
So my coaches are Nick Bratwitt, Rubio Heywood, and Coach Bowser. The impact they had on me is pushing me a lot. Coach Nick had tasked me to just lead the team and just wanted me to just be like his second coach in a sense on the court. So just for that, he kind of put the pressure on me to just lead the team and take control. For like volleyball, I had the privilege of being coached by Bianca Stevens. She played at the highest level of volleyball back in her years, and just taking her knowledge and stuff from that and just being able to use what she gave me. She had inspired me a lot about that.
Awesome. Recoy.
For basketball, like Jaden said, my coaches were Coach Nick Bradway, Coach Rubio Haywood, and Coach Bowser. And I feel what the three of them helped me with the best was maximizing my potential. Like, no matter how much we butt heads, no matter whatever situation we're in, the bottom line of it was that they just wanted the best for us. And I felt like that was very apparent in their actions, especially Coach Nick, because you could ask any of the players in the car, he would be practicing with us as if he was a player running up and down with us. So I feel like by him doing actions like that, it really showed us that he wanted it for us and he wanted us to just reach the max potential that we could reach. And for volleyball, like Jaden said, Coach Bianca Stevens, and actually our head coach for the volleyball, Coach Bosa Williams. And for them, I can also say that they were really good at maximizing our potential and just knowing the strengths and weaknesses of the team and capitalizing on that. Because I feel like we played a lot of hard games, especially against Central. And no matter what challenges we face, I felt like those two coaches were always doing a good job in just making sure that we know what to do, what not to do, talking to us, and making sure that we understand what we have to do to reach the task of winning the game.
Awesome.
Yeah, if I could add to that, for Coach Williams, you actually sometimes he might actually cry if we lose a tough game. So shout out to him, but yeah. Don't mean to point on myself, but yeah, he actually cares. So it just meant a lot to us sometimes. Yeah.
Seems pretty invested. Carrie Ann is saying, asking if Nick can still keep up with you. I think she may have went to school with Nick, I think, or she knows him really well. But shout out to all the coaches. Jakim.
Well, when I first went to high school, I was playing varsity from ninth grade. I had at the moment we had three coaches, and one of our coaches was Spud, and he was more so like a motivational coach. So like if we would be losing a game, instead of us being sad or putting our head down, he would always motivate us to stay in the game because there always a possibility of winning. And then when Spud leave, it was just Bow and Zoro, and with them it's more like tough love because I do joke a lot, and sometimes it don't be the right moment to joke.
Okay. Yeah, we took Spud at UPI, so sorry, took him away from you guys. Yeah, Carrie Ann confirmed that she went to school with Nick. All
I
right.
I always thought Nick would have been a coach. Nick was our rookie when we played on the national team, and you could see it from day one. He gonna be a coach for. He gonna do something with basketball going forward in his life.
Nice. Kamani.
Okay, so I've also played on the varsity team from ninth grade, and we've had Spud. Spud is like Jakim said, a motivation. He don't motivate us. He like in terms of if we game blowout, he will still tell us, yeah, we get this. And our ninth grade year, we'll game blowout a lot. So um, then there's uh Zoro and Bao. Zoro is more like a he to watch us like his son, so like he will look out for us. And Bao is more like we need to be in the gym every day. And Bao is who actually been Zoro practicing us. So Bao to practice offense, Zoro to practice on defense, practice us on defense. But Zoro not gonna say much, but Bao is more like the strict coach. He's like Coach Carter.
Mm.
He is. We all know him. Like Carrie Ann said, definitely shout out to Spud. He's been very instrumental, it seems, in y'all's success. But I know personally, when he came to UVI, he definitely helped to turn the men's program around, but then stepped up this year when we had some issues with our women's program and actually took over at one point to finish the season. So big shout out to Coach Spud for doing what he does best.
Can I also get somebody else?
Sure.
Miss Bao, Lanis Bao.
Mhm.
I wasn't on there my ninth grade year, but I joined my 10th grade, and what Spud he was there my 10th grade, but they didn't really have a relationship like how Kimani and Dimari did. But I would say Lanis was my Spud. She would like motivate me, send me texts after the game, like she was the realest. I would like to give a shout out.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely shout out to Lenny. So again, we have some really great basketball coaches that are around that have been around for a while. Again, Lenice is Coach Bao's daughter, so she grew up doing this. We all know her from the time she was a teeny tiny thing, and now she's an inspirational coach just like her dad. So I'm super proud to see all these people, giving back and pouring into our students who are coming behind us. So absolutely love it. All right, Josiah, coaches and how they've impacted your life.
For basketball, I don't really have much because like wasn't really on the court a lot. But for Nick used to always inspire me in practice and always lift me up after my mistakes. And he would just always talk to me after practice and how my practice went and stuff like that. And for volleyball, my coaches was Bianca Stevens, Bosa, and also Miss Castro. She used to coach back like when I was in ninth grade to 10th grade, when she stopped. But she's really the person that got me into volleyball in the first place, and I'm grateful to her.
Okay, good stuff. I think Carrie Ann said shout out to Lenny. So again, shout out to all the amazing coaches who play such an impactful role in the lives of our young student athletes. So while we're talking about impact, are there any other people in your life who you want to recognize as having a major impact on your life? So family, friends, other professionals, anybody, you can definitely shout them out. Let's start with Jaden.
So I'd like to shout out my mom. She's the one I got. She always pushes me, keeps my head straight, focus in school, focus on sports. Don't follow the wrong crowd. She's just the one that always there for me and pushing me.
Awesome. Jakim,
Wait, can you repeat the question one more time?
any influential or impactful people in your life outside of your coaches?
Yes, my parents and my aunt.
Okay.
They would more motivate me to keep going on the days that I don't want to play anymore.
All right. Recoy?
So before my family, I for the coaches like like Josiah said, I also wanted to mention Miss Kasha because she had the same impact on me as Joey mentioned. She kind of got me into volleyball, and she's been like to me the most impactful person in my life pertaining to volleyball. But in terms of my family, I first want to start off with my grandfather because if y'all see me, you're going to see my grandfather. And I feel like he played a very impactful role in my life because he just been like a role model to me and always keeping me on the right path no matter what challenges I may face in life. I also want to shout out my grandmother because she's more of the tough love type of parent, but I mean grandparent, but that's really become something that I appreciated, especially as I became a teenager. And both of my parents, my dad, he's more like not really laid back, but he's not really gonna scream and stuff as much, but his impact has still been very important in my life and I'm grateful for that. And my mom, she's also similar to my grandmother with a tough love type of thing. But despite all of that, I really appreciate all of them and I could feel the love and I'm grateful for them.
Awesome. Aiden?
Beside my coaches, my parents, my mom, my dad, my siblings, my grandparents, people at the family of Alliance, that whole village, people at Tigan, that village. Um, Miss Upton, that's somebody that's very special to me. Because the things that she does for me, it's like words can't even describe. And also, that, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you. Kimani?
Um, my both of my parents, my brother who got me into basketball. He's the one that would be texting me after bad games, good games, telling me how good I've done. Um, Miss Hobson, she's the one basically that pushed me to play volleyball. Lanis, that's like basically like a mother figure to me. Um, oh, Miss Bao, the other Miss Bao, the medic.
Right.
She's like that's like a mentor to me. I've had her sports medicine class. And we just sit there for hours and talk. Um, oh no, let me see. I think that's it.
Okay. Shout out to Alrika watching on YouTube. She says, Record, she loves your tie. So good job.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, and Josiah, who we got?
I would like to shout out my mom. No matter like what goal I said I wanted, because I had a lot of goals going through high school. So no matter what goal I said I wanted to do, she would always support me. And she would always motivate me to do my best. And I would just like to say Miss Castro again because she's like a second mother to me, and she really did a lot for me throughout my 4 years of high school. And two other coaches I would like to mention would be Shamal James and Chino. They impacted my volleyball career a lot, and they developed me as a volleyball player through my years of playing outside league.
Okay, good. Good stuff. Love it. Love that we all have people outside of our coaches and additional coaches who definitely supported you guys through it. All right, Pang, 18.
Um, how do you prepare for game day? Like, do you have any rituals? Any, or did you eat certain foods? Did you do certain things that you have to do every time before you play? Let's start with Aiden, since you was the last person to speak. Well, sorry, Josiah, since you was the last person to speak.
For me, I don't really do much before games. I just mentally just lock in and just go out there and play and do my best.
Aiden,
Um, I used to make sure I eat before every game. I think almost every game I used to drink vitamin water, the acai flavor. I think that's it. And I used to make sure I did the same stretches for every game. But other than that, I just made sure I was ready.
did you eat anything specifically, like the same thing every time?
No, but I would make sure like I mean, sometimes I would have a side. Most of the time, a side bowl. But other than that, no.
All right, Kimani.
Before most games, I would usually listen to a lot of music, like throughout the day, say I'm in class, lunchtime, and well, not before every game, but in Orlando specifically, I used to eat a banana before every game for some reason.
Mhm. That will help you with the cramps to avoid cramps.
I just eat it because we have bananas in our room.
Well,
It
that's
had to
good.
go.
Yeah. Jaden.
For me, I'd say throughout the day I drink a lot of water. Like I would always like even text in the group chat to make sure I drinking water. Also making sure I stretch and listen to a lot of music before the game just helps you ease your mind, be ready for the game so you could just think straight and whatnot. For for me.
Do you have a particular song, like a go-to
Um,
song that always get you hype?
really actually not really. I would probably say like a go-to playlist maybe. Um, I have like a playlist with like a bunch of VI music to be honest. So I
Mm,
just listen to the hype songs and whatnot.
good stuff. Good stuff. Recoy.
For me personally, I don't really have like a direct routine to do before games. But like all the other guys said, just listening to music. For me specifically, Drake, 'cause that's like my all-time favorite artist for as long as I can remember. So listening to a lot of him during the games. I mean before the games. For both sports, I do like the same stretching routine. So just maintaining that same routine. And for volleyball specifically, I don't know if you guys ever watch the games and see like the handshake line it has before the games actually commence. So for me, I always go to the back of the line. I don't know why, but that's just something I always do. And when I get to like run, like doing a little jog to go to the handshake line, I always do like a little skip. And when I reach to the net, I just like pull at the net a little bit. I don't know why. That's just something I always been doing since I started.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Have you heard the new Drake album? 3 albums yet?
Listen to all three from 12 o'clock in the morning.
So you ain't sleep then. You ain't
That's more
three
important.
3 albums, son. Well, I ain't even get off the first one yet, but I gonna listen to the other two later tonight.
I
All
put you
right.
in a little extra there for me one more time. Yes, I did have one thing I did before volleyball and basketball games. Most of the time, I just go up and like grab the rim. I don't know like why I would do that, just like to feel good, to get myself feeling loose. That was like one thing I remember like I used to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I used to listen to one song before every game. Encore by Michelle Montano. They say you only as good as your last performance. So yeah.
Was I heard the name of the artist, but what was the name of the song?
Encore.
Encore.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Jackin, it's on you.
Well, really and truly, it depends. If it's a game like during the week where we have school, I wouldn't really do nothing but listen to music. But if it's like a tournament where probably have like weekend games and stuff like that, I would like eat a fruit bowl before the game and listen to music and try to stretch as much as possible.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I shared this with the girls who we talked to earlier this week. So I played sports, but I didn't have any real rituals before sports. But as the athletic director traveling with UVI, we had this travel ritual where whenever we got to an airport, we would get a Kit Kat and a bottle of water. And the one time we didn't do it, our trip went horribly and we got like stuck for days. So even though if I'm not traveling with any teams, I always get a Kit Kat and water. So, my little ritual. Pang, did you have any when you played?
Um, one I gonna leave out, but the other was whether it's in college. I started it in college. Whenever we would have a game right before we play, I take a shower. I don't know. It'll just wake me up. It'll just like even up to this day when I take a shower, I feel like a new person. So I used to always take a shower, home or away. I always take a shower before I play. The other one I can just leave out.
How many minutes before game time were you taking the shower?
Like literally a couple minutes before we go out to start warming up.
Okay, so you'd be in the locker room when everybody else.
No,
Okay.
no, probably when everybody got out the locker room.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. All right, guys. So we now gonna ask some like non-sports related, just fun questions, so that people can get to kind of know your personality a little bit more. Give me 3 words.
On my end, you blank out, Karen. I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay. Sorry. So everybody froze. Give me 3 words that describe you as an athlete, and let's start with Ricoy.
3 words I feel describe me as an athlete. The first one I would probably say committed because I felt like I stay committed to both sports throughout all the years, no matter what the challenges have been. Second word I would probably say probably conserved because like Aiden and well some of the other guys were saying with like when we were asking the question earlier, I'm not really a person that really talks a lot on the games and stuff. I let my game do more of the talking. And the third word I would probably use is just um probably just like competitive because even if I don't express it as much, I really hate losing. I don't like to lose. Well, nobody likes to lose, but like I really don't like to lose. So even if I may not be screaming and all of that, internally I just know I'm doing all that I can to win because losing is something that I really despise.
Awesome, Jackham. 3 words that describe you as an athlete.
I would say tough, fun, and when it comes to like coaching wise, discipline.
Aiden.
I would say I'm determined to always get better, resilient, that I always can bounce back after anything happens. And lastly, I would say just be spirited and just have fun at the end of the day.
Awesome, Jaden.
For me, I'd say competitive. I'd also say talkative and like heartful. Like have a lot of love and time for the game. Like I would never, even as much as I lose, I keep playing. Like I don't like to lose, but as much as I lose, I'll always keep playing. And I love to work out, going to gym, even if like I ain't playing no tournaments or nothing. Love to go in the gym and work out.
Awesome, Kimani.
I would say competitive. 'Cause I like to talk a lot of trash. Athletic. Well, all of us athletic, but like athletic in terms of like I could dunk, I could do them type of stuff. And my last word would be hmm. I'll say fun. I like to have a lot of fun on the court.
Okay, good. Josiah.
Um, First, I would say undersized because in both sports I'm very undersized. Like everybody's taller than me. And another word I would say is hardworking. I'm always hardworking in volleyball because I plan to pursue that after. And the last word I would say is competitive. Like I'd say this year I became like way more competitive and like kind of way more talkative because like we had a tournament this weekend and I closed out a game and I was just kind of like screaming after because I was just like so in the moment.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so favorite and least favorite food. Let's go with Jaden.
So my favorite food, I actually have it like here waiting for me for when I come off of this, is seasoned rice and barbecue chicken.
Oh
And
man.
then, trying some coleslaw with that. That's like my favorite plate of food. My least favorite plate of food, I don't really care for fish. I don't know we're from the islands and stuff, but I don't care for like fish and like sauce and like them kind of things. I don't care for that thing.
Okay. Jackie, favorite and least favorite food.
My favorite food would be salmon Alfredo. I don't
Okay.
know why, but I always like it from a child. And my least favorite food would definitely be okra. I don't like it for nothing.
You don't like what?
Okra.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are not. We on the same page.
Right. Same here.
Mm-mm.
Ricoy.
For my favorite food, I'll definitely have to say at Chipotle Bowl. Like when 340 Mexican Grill opened up on St. Croix, oh my goodness, that was like a godsend for me. I go there a lot. And for my least favorite food, for my least favorite food, I'll probably have to say like saltfish. Like my grandmother cooks saltfish very often, and I don't know why because the smell they just make me nauseous. Like I just hate anytime I smell like it cooking. I just don't like it. Like when it's cooked, it's fine, but the smell of it cooking, I just don't like it.
Something about the smell when they cooking, I
Yeah,
don't like either. But I
you
do eat
answer
some
something
fish.
there. Yeah, I could eat it, but the smell when you're cooking, something ain't right. Aiden, favorite and least favorite food.
My favorite food is a tie between tacos and just plain pasta, nothing on it, just pasta alone. And then my least favorite food is anything that's fish, anything saltfish, fish, um, anything, the fish sticks, nothing fish. Don't even have me
Nothing.
fish. It's not.
Okay, no fish.
Question for Jakim. You don't only eat fish? Like
No.
you don't eat chicken and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
I don't eat chicken. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fun. All right, Kimani.
My favorite food is chicken Alfredo or like a Chipotle bowl, like Rico said. I could kill a Chipotle bowl. My least favorite food is either it's between mashed potatoes. I can't stand mashed potatoes and corn. I don't eat corn. I don't only eat corn from Chipotle.
Okay, no judgment. Josiah, what we eating and what we don't like to eat.
Um, well, for favorite food, I could say I'm a big seafood person, so I like a lot of seafood. And for least favorite, I would say spaghetti and ground beef. I feel like I ate it too much, so it's like I kind of just sick of it now.
Gotcha. Okay, so this follow-up question, Rekoy probably answered already, but if you had one place to go for your favorite meal or just to get a plate of food and that was the only place you could go to, where are you going? Let's go with Josiah.
You could repeat the question, please.
Basically your favorite place to go get a plate of food. Carrie Ann said 2+2.
I would say Island Vibes.
Okay. Kimani?
Island vibes as well. Like they bake macaronis. Oh my god, perfect.
Okay. Jaden?
For me, it would be Phil and Chill over there by the fairgrounds.
Okay. Aiden?
Either Island Vibes or 340 Mexican Grill.
Okay. Check him.
Joe's Bar and Grill.
Okay. Rekoy?
I don't want to say what I already said, so I'll probably say Island Vibes or the name lapsing me right now, but the place by Windward we I was going Burger Max, the chicken Alfredo. If anybody ever goes St. Thomas, go Burger Max, get a chicken Alfredo. It can change your life.
Oh no, you gotta hit up chicken fry too. You gotta hit up chicken fry.
Which one?
You gonna have to use a bathroom, but the food good.
Fries are belly hot. Chicken fries are belly hot.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
specifically the
Chicken
one
fry, the
behind
one by
Windward
Winwood.
though.
The one by
they are
Winwood.
talking about the red one?
Yes, the red chicken fry by
The
Winwood.
food there is good. There's one close to Alamala School that's very good as well. I was a Crucian living in St. Thomas for 2.5 years, so I know most of the decent places to eat. The food at Red Chicken Fry was fine. It was cool. Pang, what's your favorite food? Lorraine Chicken Shack. If I had to pick one, that would be my place. Chicken breasts with or half a chicken with seasoned rice and 2 Johnny cakes because that's how I live my life. Pang, what's your favorite food?
So Chicken Shack is the first place that I go to. You know, when I go straight there from the airport. I won't say it's the best, but it's just
The food is good.
I know you're going. Yeah, I'm gonna get something good because I just want to eat something real quick, and that's what I'm familiar with.
Right.
I like that food truck over there by They got one in the corner in Glen.
Fat boys, fat boys.
Fat
Fat
boys.
boys.
Yeah, I like Fat Boys food truck. And then this isn't pertaining to food, but I can't leave St. Croix without going KFC, my son. It just can't happen because KFC up here don't taste like KFC down there. So that I have to eat KFC down there before I leave. But that's it.
Which KFC you going to? The one in East of West?
Well, I heard the one in somebody tell me the one in West got closed out.
Yeah, it's shut down, but KFC in West was the best one.
It was.
Yeah, that's the one I used to go to do.
You know, somebody tell me did it eat the KFC mashed potatoes with ketchup.
Okay.
I
We
could see
listen
that.
and we don't judge. We
I could
listen
see that.
and we don't judge.
All I did is potato.
And I also feel like Chicken Shack is like overrated. It's kind of mid.
I do think so too. I like Kerry Ann said, I like 2 plus 2. Growing up, we used to have a place right there by across from Consumer gas station up the street from Grove. We used to, no, in Wim. It used to be called Poquitos. I keep
Paquitos, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was my favorite spot growing up.
Good. Carry on. Just
Yeah, I find that a lot of people that like even to my family that like come off the airport and get food from Chicken Shack. I consider Johnny Cake is always a hit. You can always hit on a Johnny Cake, but to me the chicken would be dry. I don't know. That's just my take.
Yeah.
sauce.
Chicken Shack mid. It's mid.
I
Or
feel like Chicken Shack for the tourists.
I was about to say maybe because we live up here, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't got no choice when we come home. We just got stick to what we know. But that's the first place I'd go straight from the airport. I go
Yeah,
straight
so-
Chicken Shack.
Carry on's right, get the sauce. And then it was the last place I would go when I was going back St. Thomas because St. Thomas seasoned rice and St. Croix seasoned rice different. So I had to
Which one better?
St. Croix. Food's better in St. Croix. I'll go out on everybody's limb and say that. But I will say this: there is good food in St. Thomas. You just have to know where to go. One of the major differences is in St. Croix, you can kind of go anywhere and get food that will taste good. In St. Thomas, you have to be a little bit more strategic about where you go to eat. But there are some places that have very good food in St. Thomas. So, that's my spiel as a Crucian who lived over there for a while. But St. Croix seasoned rice and St. Croix Johnny cakes and pâtés are better. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah, St. Thomas Johnny Cakes is disgusting. I had it in for the carnival. Tastes like flour.
I had one
They
for the
You eat the same
had the
Johnny
house
Cake.
grades. Oh, it was terrible.
You eat the same Johnny Cake speed eat.
I
I
eat
think
one.
so.
I walk from the boot, I eat it, I take a bite, I walk from the boot and drop it in the thing right in front of them. Because the heck was nasty. But then couldn't even swallow it.
they're different out there. A lot of their stuff is more doughy than our stuff. Our stuff is a little more crispy, especially with their pâtés. Yeah, we had this conversation the other day. So a St. Thomas pâté is kind of like a titi bread with meat in the middle. Meat is well seasoned, tastes really good, but it's really like thick and doughy. Where our pâtés are nice and crispy and crunchy. So St. Croix pâtés all day, every day for me.
I don't get into St. Croix and St. Thomas food wild, Miss. Food is food, brother. You don't everybody will cook stuff different. I don't get into who better.
Yes. So
It's food.
I agree, but you want food that tastes good, and if it ain't taste good, how you gonna eat it? How you gonna enjoy it? You can eat it, but how you gonna enjoy it?
Well, I not food person. I not foodie. I
Well,
don't take
start there. Start there. Yeah, I love good tasting food, so I need my food to be a good experience, be enjoyable. Anyway, guys, this is always one of my favorite questions to ask, just because it's a fun and engaging one. What is your favorite tart? Let's start with Josiah.
I actually have like 2. I
Okay.
like coconut and guava.
Okay, that's a unique take. Love that. Kimani.
I like coconut. If you don't like coconut, then I don't know what you're doing. Actually,
All right, Aiden, what's your favorite?
I never had a tart.
Hey, take this man off. Take this man off the screen. What? You
Like ever?
Ever. Nope. Never had
Oh
a tart.
God, why not?
I don't know. My mother never gave me one, so I never ate one. And I never decided I would just buy one and try it. So I just never eat one.
Okay,
so
so
saying that you don't like it, you just ain't
I've
interested.
never had one. No, that's even more surprising. So
just never had-
teammates, get him one of each so he can try and he could pick a favorite and then he could be well versed in tarts.
What's your least favorite, Kimani?
actually, seriously speaking, I never try any others.
No, the rest matter. I love it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna like coconut, guava, none of them because I don't eat them. I don't eat coconut. I don't eat guava. I don't drink coconut water. I don't eat coconut, nothing like that. So I don't think I'll like any of
Still try. You just try. You ain't gotta like it. just try them and see what happens.
But he's saying he don't eat coconut. Period.
So
Like he
okay, so somebody get one of each and cut him a small piece so he don't waste a whole one and let him taste it, please. He has to at least have this experience before he goes off to college. Make it happen for me.
They should have like strawberry tart or like cherry tart or like, pineapple sound cool, but like not not coconut or guava and none of that stuff.
no, pineapple is my favorite, so you could try a pineapple for sure.
All right. Jackie, what we got? Favorite thought?
Coconut.
Here we go. Ricoy
Yeah, definitely coconut.
and Jaden.
Coconut as well. And guava, nasty.
I'm a big team coconut person. Shout out to West Girl for having the tart wars the last 2 years. Yes, please somebody bake some for him to try. Give him teeny tiny pieces. Maybe bake the small ones so you don't waste them. But somebody let him try these tarts, please. But yeah, the tart wars event, was a big community event that kind of, brings us all together. And I've actually grown fond of people who don't like coconut tarts because it just means more coconut tarts for me. So shout out to everybody who really don't deal with coconut. That means I don't have to fight higher for my tarts. So absolutely.
Again, pineapple is my favorite, but all of them taste good, Mister. Every last one.
I can respect that. You know which one I absolutely do not like? Guava berry. That shouldn't be a tart.
Yeah, I never heard of guava berry, so I would agree with you. I never heard
But
of
like,
guava.
what does guava berry tart even
Experience with
taste like? I
guava
never
berry
had that.
tarts.
Never had that either.
Yeah, I did. I'm not crazy about guava berry itself, like the fruit and the stew and all that stuff. But when you put it in a tart, it's even more weird. So
Wait, are you saying guava tart or is there
guava berry?
No, I have guava berry.
There's a difference, guava berry and then guava tart.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I
It don't
never,
have to be in season, right? It'd be like a season for it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I never even heard of guava berry.
I didn't know it was a thing. Apparently, they don't do it in St. John.
That
But
just that sounds like you want to just eat it and go straight to the toilet.
right? Yeah, I didn't, thankfully, but they make tarts out of a lot of things, and again, especially with the prominence that tart has had in the last couple of years, based on people talking about their favorites. People have been more creative in what they're putting in tarts now, so there are a whole lot of options. Obviously, they're the big three. But guava berry had like a really strong following at the event last year, and I'm like, how is this a thing? But apparently it is, and some people like it. I am not one of those people. All right, favorite movie. They got experiment, Carrie Ann. They're doing what they do. Favorite movie. Let's start with Aiden.
I would say my favorite movie is Fast and Furious.
Which one?
Which one?
Oh, which one? I don't know. They all good.
They are.
All good. I don't know.
Favorite,
I
though?
don't think I could pick one.
Okay, that's fair. The Fast and Furious series.
Well, like my favorite would be like the one where they was in Tokyo.
Okay, Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, that would be my favorite one.
Bow Wow?
Yeah, but like it's just nostalgic. I just feel like that's just the most thing. Like that's the most common one. I like that one the most.
Okay, and that's fair.
That's fair.
love
That's
it.
fair.
Yeah.
That's probably my least, but that's fair.
Yeah, it's Carrie Ann's least. Probably mine too. They're all good, right? But if I had to rank them, yeah, it wouldn't be high on my list.
Or the one where they all jump out the plane. I don't know
Okay,
which one.
so that was one of the later
eight.
ones.
I think that was 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the ones where they jump out the plane, but not the one where like they were in the plane jumping out to go in the hill. I'm talking about the one where they run over a car, I think, or something like that. It was on a landing airstrip
On a runway, and they.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was earlier, I think.
Yeah, that was like probably like 4, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could deal with that.
Like he said, all of them good.
They were all
It's tough to pick your favorite,
right.
but it's easy to pick my least favorite, and it's definitely Tokyo Drift.
All right, Jakim.
Wait, my bad.
Go ahead.
My favorite movie would be John Wick.
one or two or no? Which one? It's like a whole bunch of
They
them
got
now.
4.
Yeah,
4, yeah, 4.
gotcha. Okay, Aiden, you were saying something else?
No, I was asking why is his least favorite Tokyo Drift?
Oh, fine.
It just if to be honest with you, after the first 2 came out, Tokyo Drift just felt like artificial. It really did. I don't know. It didn't feel like a real Fast and Furious movie, but because the other actors wasn't in it, maybe that's what it was. It just
Oh,
felt like a little
They
like
didn't
a
have everybody.
right, like a spin-off.
Fair.
Makes sense.
Jaden.
For me, my favorite like movie series would be Transformers. I don't know. I always like love Transformers. It's just like I like action movies, so that's why I like Transformers. And I also like Maze Runner. That's like a really, really, really good series. Go watch it if you
Okay.
haven't.
Yeah.
Love Maze Runner. You know, Transformers theme music is like I just still listen to them to this day. Like Transformer music is on my ringtone up to this day.
You have a ringtone. You're
I'm
aging
telling
it.
you, I with you on that, Jaden.
Definitely Transformers for sure. Rekoy?
My answer may sound like a kiddie answer compared to everybody else's, but I would say my favorite movie would be like any Spider-Man movie. But for me, my favorite one specifically would be the one where Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man 2, where he fought Jamie Foxx's character. I forgot the name of the character, but to me, that was my favorite one.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Oh, that's all the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Every saga, every different version, all the Spider-Man movies good.
Yeah, Carrie Ann
A
is
lot of
good.
people don't know this, you know. Spider-Man is the only character that in DC and Marvel. But you gotta be old to know that.
They're clearly not old enough. And Carrie Ann is here talking about movies that these people might not be old enough to know. Coming to America, Love and Basketball. Those were our movies, not necessarily theirs. Kimani, favorite movie.
Well, y'all won't believe me, but I don't really watch movies, TV, none of that. Only watch sports, NBA. But my favorite movie is Avengers. The Infinity one, where he snapped his finger, blah, blah, all of that there. That's my favorite.
Cool. Yeah, I like the Avengers series as well. Josiah?
Well, actually, basically I would say the same thing as Record, like the same exact thing.
Okay.
One. So my favorite would be the same with Andrew Garfield.
Okay, cool. Fang, what's yours?
Favorite movie of all time? That's tough because that's all I do is watch movie.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised that I'm not surprised that Kimani say he don't watch movie. I'm more surprised at the rest of them who got a favorite movie because this generation don't watch TV. But I would say like a Love and Basketball, any Rambo movie. I know I say my age, but I dated myself, but I just all the Avengers, all the Marvel, DC, everything. I as a movie head.
Gotcha.
An honorable mention would have to be Karate Kid, the one with Justin Bieber and the next one
Jaden
Smith.
Smith.
That Karate Kid, that's an honorable mention.
I was gonna get excited and be like the original, and then
Yeah. I don't know about that Jaden Smith Karate Kid, but the original that's yours, Aiden. That's all good. But the original,
I watched a trilogy with Daniel LaRusso and I like that one, and then I also watched Cobra Kai 2, which is like the spin-off from
my
that.
brother keep telling me to watch Cobra Kai.
Yeah, Cobra Kai good.
You should watch it, man. It's good. It's good.
I watch it.
Keep telling me to watch it. Okay, I gotta watch it then.
I could also add our next movie.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I would say our next movie that I like will be White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah,
That was a good old school one. No?
He had a recent one. Like I think it was like.
Oh, they did a remake.
Yeah, with that white rapper. What's his name?
Post Malone or something. I don't know.
Not Post Malone. The other white rapper.
Wait.
I think there's a lot of white rappers.
Ah.
There
They
is.
have Eminem,
Oh,
they have Mac Miller. It have
That guy, no wait. I don't know his name.
I
Jack
forgot his name.
Harlow.
Jack Harlow. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Harlow.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, so I can't give no comments on it. I haven't seen it.
I ain't seen it. I didn't even know it was a remake. I don't.
Yeah. If you got Hulu, you can watch it on Hulu. I don't see it come up on my timeline, but nah.
Nice. All right, Pang, you have any rapid fire questions for them?
Did Jakim get his favorite movie?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said John
Yeah,
Wick.
he said John Wick. Yeah,
John
John
Wick,
Wick.
okay. All right. No, I ain't gonna. I got brain fart. Sorry.
Last question. Favorite, or two questions. Favorite type of music and favorite artist. Let's start with Recoy.
You know he gonna say Drake.
Favorite artist, y'all already know. I don't say it already.
Yeah,
I actually had an argument with some of these guys in the call and a lot of our other teammates because all of them just hate Drake, and I don't know why, but I'll fight at 1v20, at 1v50, at 1v100 over me liking Drake. And for the genre, I listen to everything: R&B, rap, hip hop. I listen to all types of stuff, so I can't really pick one.
Okay.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Drake. I like rapping Drake. I just don't like singing Drake. But you can't go wrong.
I like rapping more, but I wouldn't hate singing Drake either. I listen to all, but rapping Drake would be my favorite Drake.
You like what you like. I prefer Kendrick Lamar. I just like his style more. But you can't go wrong with Drake. I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm gonna say about Drake. Drake is gonna go down in history with the best rap career. He gonna top everybody as far as rap career. But I think he probably would have a lot of people. If you want to say hate, you could say hate. But there's gonna be a lot of people. It's just something about Drake people just can't gravitate to. But talented. He's a talented artist. He's gonna go down with the best rap career of all time. No question.
Okay, yeah. Carrie Ann's comment is a little blasphemous, but you know everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly.
Blasphemous, you crazy?
The man just said, Karen, he will go 1v with anybody.
He would. Don't let it be me. That's not my battle. You love it. I love it for you. Jakim, favorite artist, favorite genre of music.
My favorite genre of music will be rap, and my favorite artist is Lil Durk.
Okay, Carrie Ann. I'm not acknowledging that because that's not true. Aiden.
Just so you didn't get it, Carrie Ann. You didn't get the message.
Favorite artist. I don't have a favorite artist.
Okay.
I just like Kanye. I like who else? I like Lil Durk. I like Prince Wani. Like I'm very diverse. Like Giveon. Like very diverse, and it just depends on the day, the mood. When I jump in my car and I drive, how I feeling is what I put on. So it just depends on the day.
Okay.
Prince Swanee is a reggae artist.
Not reggae, but like dancehall. You know, like
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do the dance version reggae. I ain't not in a dance hall and whatever. I got one genre which is reggae music.
I think you should tap in. Tap in. It might bring out a different side of you.
No. Me saying I don't like dance hall. I just don't differentiate them. Like dance hall, rockers, reggae. I just say reggae. Yeah.
Got you.
I wouldn't really say he's dancehall. I would say he's from Trinidad. He's like a Trinidad barman type of rapper. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
heard the
Trinidad,
name before, but I don't think I ever heard his music. But I'll go look for him.
Yeah. What's the name? I'm out here learning stuff.
Prince Swanee.
Prince Swanee.
Cool. All right, Jaden.
For me, right now, I'd say I'd have to go with Fati. He's from the VA. He's doing big right now, playing at Rolling Loud the last. That was his main thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really like his music. Listen to Show Me Real. That's my favorite song.
Okay.
Is that to do with the big wicks in his hair, on his head?
No. He have like a little afro.
Fuck.
A little afro.
Why I heard that name before?
Definitely gotta listen to him. FWAATY Fati.
I believe I follow him. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, I think he did. Was it Rolling Loud? You said Jaden
Yeah,
recently.
Rolling Loud. I
Yeah,
think that's if not the one of the biggest music like concerts,
one of yeah.
in
Yeah.
America or in the world.
All right, Josiah.
I feel like I have three favorite artists. One would
Okay.
be Drake.
Mhm.
Our next one will be A Boogie, and then our next one will be Baby Chief.
Okay, and then Kimani.
My favorite is like a tie between Drake and Kanye. I like a diehard Kanye West fan, even with all the anti-Semitic. Like he do nothing to me, so I gonna stay a fan. Drake is just like he up there with Michael Jackson. Might be better and all, but and then our next one of my next favorites is Lauryn Hill. I bet with Lauryn Hill. I like
Okay.
Lauryn Hill a lot.
It's a sleep. Well, I won't say a sleeper, but Lauryn Hill was ahead of her time. B.
She was a little too far ahead, so we only got one album, but I
But
still listen to it. So
You
yeah,
know,
here
but
we are.
what?
Kamani ain't nobody gonna ever be a bigger artist than Michael Jackson.
Ever.
Never.
Aiden,
I
go
feel
ahead.
like Bob Marley up there too. Listen to a lot
Okay.
of Bob Marley.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
He
you mentioned Kanye and his antics. Don't get too caught up in Kanye West antics. Kanye West have a mental issue, and people don't give him grace for that. That's a real serious issue. You know what I'm saying? And once he having that episode, he can't control it. So don't get caught up in the antics and all the stuff that he'll be saying when he ranting, but because he has a mental issue. But Kanye West is a talented individual.
he is, and he's done a lot for music and for the people. So sometimes things happen, but
Yeah,
we can't negate the things that he has done.
yeah. I don't think people will give him enough grace for his antics because he do have a mental issue. So,
Yeah,
but
I think they don't correlate them. They just think it's him, being
right, that's
out
what I'm
here.
saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they
That'll get
judge
him
him on
involved.
that. But yeah, Kanye. Most people love him. All right, guys. Oh, so okay, yeah. So the very last thing, is there anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to say thank you to? Anybody, anything you want to say before we wrap up? I'll go one by one. So think about anything you want to say, and then just shout out your folks. Let's start with Kamani.
Okay, I first want to shout out my parents, my grandparents, my brother, of course, um, my coaches, all of my coaches, and everybody that just helped me become the person who I am today.
Awesome, thank you, Josiah.
I would say my parents, my coaches, my teachers, and that's about it. And
Okay,
my siblings.
awesome, Aiden.
I want to shout out my mom, my dad, my brother, my village behind me. I want to shout out something I live by, my brand in due time. I have it right here. Um, and I just want to shout out everybody that helped me get to where I am today.
How can you purchase your brand, Aiden? Like where if I wanted to buy something from that you make, how would I get to it?
My website,
What's your website?
whereindue.square.site.
Okay, so say it again for the people.
Whereindue.time.square.site.
Where in Dupont Square that
Or if you just look up where in due time, it should pop up.
Ooh, nice, cool, good shout out. Let's go with. Okay, I think I may have frozen. Jack him.
I would like to shout out my close family and friends, of course, and all the coaches that helped shape me into the person I am today.
Awesome, thank you, Jaden.
I like to shout out my mom, my grandparents, my siblings. Shout out to all the coaches, the Alliance family. Shout out to Coach Nick for nominating me for this. Shout out to these guys here. All these guys that are nominated. Big shout out to y'all. As we like 4 days away from graduation, 3 for Central. Really proud of y'all and how far y'all have made it.
A big
Awesome.
shout.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Record.
I'd like to shout out my parents, grandparents, my uncles, my godmother. Shout out the coaches that pushed me to this journey. Like Jaden said, Coach Nick, who nominated me to be in this position. And also, like Jaden also said, shout out to the guys that are in the car with me because these are some of my closest friends who I grew up with from small. And I'm really glad to see that we're all in this position and being successful in life.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to the fans who are watching, the people who've been commenting, kind of keeping the conversation going and having us, talk about some different things. But really, guys, I am proud of each one of you. Congratulations on graduating. Congratulations on having your next steps already figured out. Wishing you all the best of success on your next part of the journey. And, we'll be following you. Good luck to whoever wins the scholarships. It's literally 2 scholarships, the Kevin Tigan Sheppard Scholarship and the Dean Mac Heywood Scholarship. So only 2 of you can win. But it was definitely a great time getting to know you all, getting to talk to you all. Pang, any closing words?
No, just a few. Congratulations on graduating and going on to the next level of your life. Pleasure meeting you guys and talking with you and getting to know you, getting better, and just much success in all your future endeavors.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
guys. So for Pang Haj, I am Dr. Karen Cardi. We are representatives of Choices Basketball Association, and we are wrapping up this episode of the Elite Podcast. Everybody have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
Hey,
You too.
good stuff.
Good night.
Bye.
You too.